Hi, and welcome back to the Can I Borrow Your Skin podcast. I am your host, Angelique Clemens, and we are still in January, and so we are doing some topics on health and wellness. Today, we are going to continue that journey, but we are actually going to talk specifically about your brain. We want you to nurture and care for your brain. In a previous episode, we talked about some physical things that you can do, but people need to understand that the brain is the conductor of the symphony that is you. So you need to ensure that your conductor is guiding you through the correct notes at the correct time to hit all the correct tones. So, how do we take care of our brain? First of all, your brain has a couple components. Obviously, you have your physical brain and then you have your mental brain. We talked about the ist on our very first episode, and that's going to deal with your brain's overall health. If you have any physical structural issues, which can cause electrical issues, a lot of people should know at this point your brain is an electrical instrument. All your impulses are electrical signals. These impulses tell your nerves what to do, how to move, how to think, da 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 da. And for electricity to work, you have to ensure that it is being fed the correct things. So, what are some foods that are good for your brain? Olive oil, you've heard about nuts, things that I think there's a actual nutritionist that says if it looks like that part of the body, it's good for that part of the body. Walnuts look like a brain in the shell. Walnuts are good for your brain. A lot of citrus fruits, fatty fish. Everyone says fat's bad for your body. You can't eat fat. That's 100% false. Fatty fish is actually very good for your brain. Everyone's heard about omega-3 fatty acids. That comes from a fatty fish like salmon. That's very, very good for your brain. Whole grains, whole wheat toast, whole wheat waffles, whole wheat bagel, whole wheat oats. Those are very, very good for your brain. Eggs. I think there was one point at time where people were saying the egg yolks are bad for you, only eat egg whites. The whole egg is actually good for your body and specifically your brain. Beans, all different kinds of beans. In my garden, actually grow pole beans, and those are very good for your brain. I actually will talk about my garden in several episodes. I believe I talked about it in my introduction because I was outside breaking down said garden. But beans are very good for your brain. So are berries. You want to actually take in a lot of different kinds of berries: blackberries, blueberries, strawberries. Berries are very, very good for you. And then dark chocolate. I try to eat one piece of dark chocolate every single day. Actually, dark chocolate and wine is very good for your body as a whole. I actually will do probably sometime this summer episode on pairings of cigars and wines and scotches or whiskey. I can bring chocolate and cheeses into that too. We can make a whole charcuterie board episode. Love charcuterie. But it is very important that you take in things that are good for your brain. Like I said, there is no such thing as every fat or every piece of fruit or every candy being horrible for your body. And I want to, if you take nothing else from this episode, is there's a myriad of foods that you have to eat for your body to function correctly. That includes sugars, that includes fats, and you have to feed your brain what your brain needs. And there are some nutritionists out there that will give you actual recipes and give you a list of things that you should eat and for your brain. And out of the things I gave you, there's several beautiful combinations that you can make. Fatty fish with a quinoa salad. That would be great for your brain. Tap it off with some dark chocolate and berries for dessert. Like, you have to do things to support your brain physically. Another thing that would physically support your brain is being active 2.5 hours per week. That is not a lot of time to be active. And this activity doesn't have to be, oh, I have to get out and run a marathon. Go for a walk. You could clean people don't realize cleaning your house is a very cardiovascular activity. If you truly sweep and mop a floor, that's a cardiovascular activity. You're dusting, you're actually working your arms, you're doing exercise, and you get your heart rate up by moving things. You also get your brain thinking about, oh, I have to lift this, then move that. Every activity that you do, your brain is working. It's working in the background, but your brain is working. Sleep. You cannot sleep 3, 4 hours a night and think that your brain is rested. Your brain has to go through several potentiation cycles, and it has to actually also code memories. And it can only do that when you're asleep. You need to sleep 7 to 9 hours a night as an adult. As a child, you actually need more sleep. The other thing is learn a new skill or learn how to do something new in the skill set that you already have. Me personally, and drop in the comments, I want to learn how to play Dungeons and Dragons. If you are someone who knows me, I have mentioned this a million and three times. People keep giving me stuff to play, but no one will host a game. Host a damn game. I want to play Dungeons and Dragons, fuckers. Invite me in my comments. um, if you knit or if you crochet, learning a new stitch is also a way to work your brain. Your brain needs to always be working. You will see people who have lived a very long time, and one of the things you can ask them is, "Wow, you've lived a long time. What's kept you going? What's kept your brain alive?" And they'll tell you, "I have conversations with young people in my life. I learned something new today." All those things are important for your brain to learn and stay young and to stay fit. Another thing about your brain is supporting yourself mentally. You have to do things that you enjoy. If you're constantly doing things that you hate, you're aging your brain. And that includes at work, that includes at home. You have to let your brain get joy. I tell people all the time that if being active to you is going to the gym and you hate the gym, you're being counterproductive to your brain. I am not a fan of the gym, but there are things at the gym that I do that I actually enjoy, which is why I go to the gym. There are some people that do workouts that they feel are effective because they hate them. And there is some research on that. But in terms of brain support, it's not supporting your brain. If you mix into that exercise something your brain likes, and then, yeah, that's probably going to work. Um, Mental health support also means taking brain days. Schedule mental health days for your brain. Now, these mental health days are going to be days just for you, things that are just you alone, you doing something you love. Reading a book. I hate laundry, but there are some people that actually love laundry. My husband is one of them. He can spend 3 hours doing laundry and being the happiest pig in the slop. Like he loves it. I despise laundry, so it's great. It's a great balance. But reading a book, going to a museum. Me personally, I love the library. You take me to a library and you drop me off, I'm gonna be smiling from the minute I know I'm going to the library until about 3 or 4 hours from when I got home from the library, and then the library high comes down. But the library is my happy place. I go to the library just for fun. And the reason why I'm putting emphasis on the word schedule is it's so easy as humans to go, 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 and then crash. We will break ourselves before we realize I need time. I need time to just be. I need time to sit in this space, whether I'm listening to music, it's quiet. I'm at the library, I'm doing, I don't know, laundry. I'm, cooking something or baking something that I've never baked before, but baking is my happy place. So I'm physically working my brain because I'm making it learn something new and I'm getting joy out of it. So you have to do things that makes your brain happy, and you need to schedule that time. If you're never doing something for you just for you, you need to schedule that time. Now, if you're a narcissistic asshole and everything in your life revolves around you, um, and you're always thinking about yourself, fuck off. I'm not talking about you. But for those of us that are givers and do things for people and we never think about ourselves, think about yourself by scheduling something. Say, block off the third Thursday of this month and say, on the third Thursday of this month, it's me time. It's for Angelique. Angelique is going to go to the spa and she's going to plant her garden for 2026. and I'm gonna have a glass of wine. That's me time. It's 100% for me. Don't talk to me on the third Thursday of this month because I'm having a me day. That's what you need to do. It's so easy to block that time off, and then someone needs you, someone wants something, and you start carving off little pieces of that time that was supposed to be just for you for other people. Don't do that. Don't do that. You cannot pour into others unless you yourself are full. Period. So make sure you schedule off your you time because you need to have that time for you. And then, yes, there are times that you should schedule for you and your friends or you and your family. Whatever. You can schedule that time too and make it rotate. That doesn't need to be frequent, but you need to, for your own mental health, have time that is just for you, you time, you. Because as givers, we are so used to giving that one, we don't look to receive even from ourselves. So schedule off that time for you. You need to recharge. Also, you alone. Even if you have you time with your family or you time with your friends, you still need you time with just you. And if you're one of those people that don't like the time with just you, maybe talk to your therapist, get that ist out, and figure out why time with just yourself is so uncomfortable. Because there's probably something there that you're not dealing with, and you need that you time to figure it out. And if every single time you want to go on a friend's date with your friends, they always want to do something you don't like or something that is just not you, it's okay to say no. It's okay to say, you know what? I'm going to sit this one out. This is not an activity for me. And don't go. It is 100% okay. So, no is a full sentence. Hey, Angelique, do you want to? No, no, no. When people invite me to go hiking, no. Full stop, full sentence, just straight no. I'm not a hiker. Hey, Angelique, you want to go smell this rotten apple? No, I'm good. Just, it's okay. Full stop, full no, just do it. Um, One of the other things I want to talk about before I go too far off into this subject, because it is something that comes up with me days and mental health, especially now as my contemporaries and I get older. You will get, go to regular checkups and things like that, and you can get diagnosed with something or told you're pre this or pre that and blase skit blase ski blah, and it feels devastating. It absolutely will be devastating. Well, after that, you may need to schedule some you time. But the thing about that predisposition or that diagnosis or whatever, don't let it define you. And that is easier said than done. I've been in those shoes. And I could have gone one or two ways. I could have let that be my definition, or I could have used it as a springboard. Use it as a springboard. Make your plan. And if the pre turns into yup, you have that plan. Work your plan. That predisposition is not a death sentence. It is not the end all be all. Allow yourself that mental space to first sometimes go down that rabbit hole. But when you're done, dust off your legs and make your plan. And the best thing is, knowledge is helpful. If you didn't get that, well, this might happen, you wouldn't have had the knowledge to plan for it if it happened. So if that change comes in your life, you have that plan, because that pre information allowed you to be predetermined to pre plan. So take that information. Don't let it weigh on your mental health. Allow it to be something that you take for yourself and move forward. Mental health days are very important. I know in the state of Michigan, there are a lot of entities that's outside of your normal sick days. They actually give you mental health sick days. If you work for one of those companies, you are lucky, use them. Do not let your mental health take a back seat to you being there for everybody else, because you will not know who will be there for you, even though you were there for everybody. It is a very lonely and sad position to be in where you've poured so much into other people, and when you need to be poured into, you don't have it. Thank you so much for coming here, being here with me. Like, subscribe, and if you have anything to say to me, any questions, want to start a discussion, do so in the comments. Thank you.